What's up, friends? Welcome to another episode of Put It in My Mouth podcast. Everyone's favorite food podcast, Judith. Everyone's listening to it.
It's the only food podcast I listen to.
Well, you don't listen to any podcasts. Everybody knows about it. This is just me manifesting that we have
all the Janets on
more than one listener.
I think we have like 3 listeners.
Okay, I'll take all 3 of them.
Okay.
So it's so hot outside, and I escaped to Minetta Tavern in the afternoon, and I was eating.
Escaped to Minetta Tavern.
God, somebody took me, to be fair. But I was eating oysters, and the whole conversation of like aphrodisiacs came up, and I was just like, is there any food that like does it for you? Like truly, honestly, is there any food that turns you on? Like, is there a food that you're like, fuck yes, I'm fucking tonight with this food?
All right.
Or like,
are we talking like, I mean, technically you could say that alcohol's a food. You get real drunk and then you fuck.
Oh,
right?
So you're saying alcohol does it for you?
Well, I mean, it does it for a lot of people, right?
I'd agree.
But I don't think think that's what we're talking about.
No, like, is there
talking about like, oh, if you
like, have you ever felt
what it's oysters,
chocolate? I mean, this is what I'm saying. Like, have you ever eaten these foods and been like, suddenly I feel sexier? No, right?
In fact, I'd have to say that food generally makes me feel unsexy. Like, you can be having a sexy evening, but like when you're full of food, do you want to then like go home and like?
No, seriously, like that's the thing. I was on a date the other night, and you know,
I feel like
newish
it's weird
situation.
That we're all expected to like go out to dinner and then go make out and have.
No, like, I wanted the opposite of the sex. I wanted like,
what's the opposite of the sex?
Sleeping. It's sleeping. It's just bedtime. It's like, don't touch me. My belly is full. Don't try to get sexy with me. Like,
okay, but
I'm uncomfortable.
Things, like scientifical?
What, aphrodisiacs?
I mean, like the oysters being an aphrodisiac. Like, is that like,
or is this just something we've been fed?
Yeah,
our whole
like
lives?
the big oyster has been teaching us. Big oyster has been.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Like, I've actually never Googled it. Like, it's not sexy to me also to be fed. Like, I'm not like,
oh no, no.
That's not, it's not sexy like it should be. I don't know.
Here's what I think. I think you and I are so passionate about food that you just can't like, let's just do the food.
I can't look at it in a sex way.
No. And also like, I don't want to.
Like, sharing a dessert is not going to turn me on. Yeah. Like, it's not
like, no, I want to share a dessert because I want 2 desserts.
Yes. Exactly.
But that doesn't, it's not sexy.
It's not like
it's
I think about
the food. It's not about the person.
Right. And I don't think about food coming into my sex play, like whipped cream and all of that. Like, I don't want anything to do with that bullshit.
I feel like that's all just like Hallmark teaching us.
Or
someone.
Bad 90s movies or something.
Yeah. And I'm sure, it looks hot. I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Okay. I'm just making sure. But
I think we should have, right out. Someone should Google right now, like, is it science?
Is it actual science?
Is it an actual thing?
I also think that maybe we should do a list on our Patreon of like restaurants to go to on dates that don't maybe make you feel like a fat, unmovable piece of shit that you still may want to have sex after you eat there. Maybe we should do that list.
I mean, maybe
all 3 of our listeners
like,
might want to know.
You can't get so full on oysters that you don't like.
Have you ever been that full on oysters?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you go out for
that's why it's a sex food?
Yeah, it's sex because you're not full. Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying, but I don't think that's why.
I don't like, you know what? I like sex and I like food.
Correct.
And I don't like, never the two shall, I don't want to cross the streams.
Yeah, sometimes I'm just
not
like,
interested.
oh God, I'm in such a great restaurant, but don't eat too much
because
I want to get laid.
Be bloated and
yeah, I don't want to feel gross.
No, forget it.
It's hard. Anyway,
everything's so hard.
It's so hard.
Why is life so hard?
So hard. Maybe our guest has an opinion about it. Let's bring him on. Today, we have a man who proves that street food isn't just a drunk decision. He is the king of curbside cuisine, the founder of A Man and His Sandwich Food Tours. He's probably eaten more sandwiches in New York City than like anyone else.
Ooh.
He is Ben Gollan, and he is here, and he is our guest.
Ben?
Ben! Mate. Look, that was a lot to listen through. I can tell you from at least the male perspective.
Yeah.
I've never thought, oh my God, I'm too full to have sex.
Really?
That's not a consideration.
Wait.
That doesn't happen.
Okay.
Seriously, because my husband has said, like, I know we were gonna have dinner and then come home and fuck, but like I'm too full.
Now
Too full to fuck.
there is like I have gone to hometown barbecue, eaten a whole pig,
Right.
and I've
Or that
fallen
beef
asleep
rib.
on the couch.
Okay.
But it hasn't ever been I'm feeling bloated and I'm not feeling myself, so no.
Really?
No.
No. It's not like, oh, I don't feel cute. It's like I am so ill, I can't.
Sure, that's a lot of food for a bloke. That's like you're eating the whole
So
cow.
I have to go home and talk to Ryan.
Okay, yeah, maybe is this a
Is he
male
like,
female
honey, I
issue?
have a headache?
Yeah.
And if it was like only the volume of food that was the issue,
Yeah.
then people would just be eating more Caesar salads and going home and having sex, and that's just boring as
That
shit.
is
Right?
really
Like, who
boring.
wants to do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to eat a Caesar salad and then go home.
I mean, I love a Caesar salad.
I do too. It's good. Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so
we'll get
so-
into this, but a Caesar salad is actually a sandwich.
Oh my God. All right. Okay.
I love this guest already.
Okay, we have a lot of questions to get to.
Apparently
But
we do.
first, clearly you're from Australia.
What
Who
gave
has
it
better
away?
sandwiches, New York or Australia?
New York.
Okay.
New York is definitely the sandwich capital of the world.
Okay, so let's talk about your previous life.
Yes.
You were a lawyer.
A little bit. Yes. Back in Australia, almost a decade.
Okay,
Not a little bit.
that's not a little bit.
That's like a
That's not like you
career.
dabbled. That's like you did the thing.
This is true. Now, I did admittedly work for the Australian government, so it was more like making legislations, policies, regulation. That's what I wasn't.
Still a
But you were
lawyer.
using your law degree.
Yeah, there is a piece of paper that says I was a lawyer officially.
Then that's official.
Yes.
So how does one pivot from law to now running sandwich tours in New York City?
Very organic.
Tell us how it happened.
Like mum and dad were thrilled when I told them I was giving up the
I'm sure.
textbooks
Oh,
for
no.
bread. I paid for my own college, so I said to my dad, "Let me waste my own money."
Okay,
That's
good point.
That's the lawyer
Okay.
speaking in me.
Yeah.
But no,
Uh,
how did this really happen?
So we moved to New York about 9 years ago for my wife's job.
Okay.
They offered her a role here in the headquarters here in New York City. And so it was kind of like a forced circuit breaker because I couldn't bring an Australian government legal
Right.
job to New York
Right.
City. I'd already kind of been thinking about getting out and doing something different. The law didn't really fit me all that well.
So you're just like ding, ding, ding sandwich tours? Like, how does this come into your brain that you conceive this and, or was it?
Did you come and like fall in love with the sandwiches and then you're like, this is my life now?
Well, a couple of things happened.
Okay.
Alcohol.
Uh-huh. Yes.
The romance of New York City happened. But what actually happened was I've always loved a sandwich. Sandwiches are nostalgic. Sandwiches are universal. They're diverse. They're accessible. My mum, God bless her cotton socks, she was many things. She was not a good cook, but she could make a mean sandwich.
Sandwiches are fucking great.
So Devon and tomato sauce, which the American translation would be something around spam and ketchup. Yeah.
Okay.
I loved as a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old. That's where it began. When my wife first got the job that brought us to New York, where she was based out of Sydney, Australia for 2 years, and to train her in her job, they flew her to New York for a month. And I came along.
Okay.
She had to go to work and learn how to try and do a job. I got to hang out in New York City,
So you're just wandering around.
literally wandering around, started a very embarrassing travel blog called A Man and His Sandwich, wrote about sandwiches. I would find a sandwich on the internet, and that day, that neighborhood where that sandwich was, that's where I would explore.
So
and
the
write about it.
sandwich thing has been basically since day one in New York.
Yeah, but pre New York, like the holiday to New York before moving to New York. So the sandwich thing is 10, 12 years old now.
Wow.
Why sandwiches? Why not like pizza slices or?
Well, a pizza is a sandwich, but we'll get into that as
Oh
well.
Oh my God. I am in love already.
They
I mean, listen, I love sandwiches, and there are 100
doesn't
million.
love a
And
sandwich?
apparently, two of the other things I love, pizza and Caesar salads, are also,
sandwiches? I don't know. I feel like we're going to be arguing by the time this is over.
The sandwich, you get the perfect bite of everything, right?
Yeah,
you
it's all there.
It's all there. It's all the textures. It's all the flavors. It's all the smells, sights, delights are going to hit your tongue in one go. Rather than getting a knife and fork and try and get a bit of steak, I'm going to put that in some gravy. I'm going to try to
And
somehow.
I do make the perfect bite off of my plate every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and you don't need to
She
do it with a
does.
sandwich because it's also in your hands. And so then I kind of figured when I moved here, I'm looking for something else to do. I love sandwiches. And then at the time, Airbnb Experiences was just being launched.
Uh-huh.
And I'd written an article for an Australian trade magazine saying, be brave, sandwich shops. What even is a sandwich anyway? And a light bulb moment went off.
I was going to say, did you have a sandwich aha moment?
I was sitting in Harry and Ida's deli RIP, in the East Village.
Okay.
Eating the Pops pastrami, thick cut pastrami, buttermilk fermented cucumbers, fresh dill, anchovy infused mustard, warm baguette.
Oh my God, I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. And I ate it and I thought, I need this more in my life. And this is a perfect example of what even is a sandwich, being creative. And I thought, let's do a bar crawl for sandwiches and debate what a sandwich is along the way.
Is an egg roll a sandwich?
What do you think?
Okay,
I think you're going to say
let's
yes.
get into this since you apparently are the master. How the fuck do we define a sandwich? What is a sandwich, Ben?
Well, we can go slowly through this, like step by step.
Let's
All
go.
right.
Take
do it.
Take us through.
Step it up.
We'll adjust.
Yep.
Good.
Let's go.
We could
Bring
have
it.
2 slices of bread with
Yep.
something in the middle, right?
Yep.
We can all agree this is a sandwich. This is
Absolutely.
the archetype. But instead of getting 2 slices, maybe we get a hoagie or a baguette or a roll and we cut it so it hinges on one side.
Okay.
Now, do we still...
Like a hot dog.
Well, we're
Or a
getting
taco?
there.
Okay.
Well, we're getting there
I'm
as well.
sorry, we're
You guys
jumping
are
ahead.
jumping
Okay, sorry.
right in.
Let the
Sorry.
man do his thing.
Let's go easier.
Okay.
A Philly cheesesteak. Is that a sandwich?
Yeah.
A
Absolutely.
banh mi, is that a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes.
A po' boy, is that a sandwich?
Yes.
Yes.
So now we've got this.
Yeah.
Now we go 90 degrees and we do have the hot dog.
Uh-huh.
Is the hot dog still a sandwich?
Absolutely. Because if you
Yes.
turn it, it's still between 2 pieces of bread.
Oh, interesting. Do you need 2 pieces of bread?
No, because we have open-faced sandwiches.
Okay.
And
So
people
that's
are
a
also
toast.
doing that whole like
Yeah.
lettuce as
Uh-huh.
a fucking
Now that is a
Oh.
that's bullshit, but
that is a war crime. let's not do that.
right.
Yeah, like a burger between 2.
Protein style.
Oh,
Stupid.
no.
No, thank you.
Anyway.
Now the next question.
That
do
sandwich is
you-
not a
Do
sandwich.
you need bread?
Yes.
I mean,
What?
for me,
Yeah.
I think I would define it by bread.
Wait, because then is a sushi roll a sandwich?
Right. Then we're saying cake could be a sandwich.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
Now,
Okay.
I think it's a hot as fuck day out there right
Yeah,
now.
Yeah.
You know what would go really well? An ice cream sandwich. Is that a sandwich?
Well, it has sandwich in the name, dude.
Where's the bread?
It's a cookie.
It's a cookie.
So now we
Oh
don't
my
need
God, you
bread.
guys.
Oh, I'm so confused.
So let's get to the taco.
Okay.
You don't need bread and you're allowed just one slice or one piece. So suddenly a taco is a sandwich?
Does that mean a quesadilla is a sandwich?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is quiche a sandwich?
If quesadilla is a sandwich, surely lasagna is a sandwich.
Oh, my
Oh,
God.
Okay,
I don't-
now we're
okay.
We're
We're going too far. I don't
Okay.
know how
Wait,
I feel
prove
about
me
this.
wrong.
2 pieces of pasta?
We don't need bread, remember? We've got layers of it. We don't need to use our hands because the croque madame exists.
Why are we saying a Caesar salad is a sandwich?
What's in a Caesar salad?
Oh, bread,
Croutons. Bread.
croutons.
Have you ever had a sandwich where ingredients stick out of the bread before? Of course you have. This just sticks out more.
So you're saying it's just a ratio issue?
Maybe.
Oh my! Is it? Wait,
It's
Are
a
sandwi-
deconstructed
wait,
sandwich.
are
Okay, sorry.
sandwiches a spectrum?
Yes.
So
Or they're an experience.
a burrito is like one end because it's a closed sandwich.
Wait, is a burrito a sandwich?
I mean, shit you not, there are multiple court cases about whether or not a burrito is a sandwich in this country.
Actually, wait, yes, I have this written
Yes,
down.
just in the notes. Refer to the notes.
Massachusetts ruled in 2006. You know this. You fucking know this. Of course you do. Ruled in 2006 that a burrito was in fact not a sandwich because Panera tried to stop a Mexican restaurant from coming in next door. And the government or whatever, the courts got involved and said they can move in next door because it's
Because
not
it's
direct
not a
competition. A
sandwich.
burrito is not a sandwich.
They said it's not a sandwich for 2 reasons.
Okay.
Reason number 1, because burritos don't have 2 slices of bread.
Okay,
And reason number 2, because burritos are not commonly understood.
commonly
to be a
understood.
sandwich.
Okay, but at Panera, can you get a wrap?
I believe so.
And
It's
do
been
they
a minute since
consider
I've been
Isn't
to
that?
Panera.
a wrap a burrito?
Which isn't a wrap a sandwich?
So that case law exists, right? It sort of got overturned last year.
Oh, really?
This time in the great state of Indiana,
Oh, Indiana, very
which
sandwich
said that
forward.
tacos and burritos are Mexican-style sub sandwiches in that state. Now, we now have conflicting state law about
Oh.
sandwiches in this
Let the
country.
states decide.
Or it goes to the Supreme Court, and I will be there if it ever does, writing amicus briefs.
With a placard. I don't know what it'll say, but I'll be there.
This is true. So this debate is the center of my walking tours here in New York City. We go to 3-4 different places, eat sandwiches, debate what is a sandwich, have a few beers along the way.
Okay, so what's the span of sandwiches that you're feeding to this experiment.
We start traditional.
Okay,
We start with something with like, of course, this is a sandwich, a panini, a baguette, something like that.
Yeah.
We veer off with a burger, a chicken sandwich.
Sure.
Sandwiches.
Yeah. We get a bit deeper with a wrap or two. Recently, I've been looking to bring an empanada onto the tour.
Is an empanada a sandwich?
It's not. Damn it. Wait, but if an empanada is a sandwich, then
a calzone is a sandwich?
And a calzone, but
does that mean dumplings are sandwiches?
Now you're starting to realize that basically
a pierogi is a pierogi a sandwich?
Oh, yeah.
A dumpling's a sandwich?
What is not a sandwich then? What's not a sandwich?
I haven't figured that out yet. Maybe just a piece of steak. It's hard for me to argue that that's a sandwich, but that's about it. If you put any breading around it, it's a sandwich.
So, like, fried ice cream is a sandwich?
Yeah, of course it is.
We could do this for an hour, and then we're never going to ask him any other questions. It's going to be like, okay,
that's the whole podcast.
If you bread it, and so is a deep fried sock a sandwich?
Well, a corn dog is a sandwich. So if you were to bread
a corn dog is a sandwich.
It's breading.
Oh God,
I know.
Okay,
it's annoying.
I'm cutting this pot. We're done. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it was lovely talking to you.
Pleasure.
I'm so irate right now.
Oh, seriously. Do people get really upset when they talk to you about this?
I love pissing people off.
Yeah.
Like it's fun. Like just poking the bear.
People have these deep held beliefs about what a sandwich is, and you're just.
I am legitimately up here. I'm like, my
brain
turning
is
this
growing.
over in my
My
brain,
brain
and
is
I'm like, wait, what? Everything I know is wrong, and I don't like that you're doing this.
Now, look, at the end of every tour, we bring it together with a nice message of inclusivity and the fact that the sandwich brings us all together. It's who you share it with. That's why we cut it. It's this lovely experience. But there are some there's
People
finger
get
waving.
re-
There's a lot of finger waving. There's a lot of
Finger
finger
waving.
waving.
Man, that's one of my. I really don't like when people point a lot. It triggers me inside.
Really?
Yeah, when people talk a lot and do this.
I
Point
encourage
a
it.
lot. Anyway.
Do you feel like a lot of New Yorkers do that though? I feel like we're all like handsy talkies.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're handsy
Definitely.
talkies.
I'm all over the shop here.
I mean, I don't mind if you use your hands to talk. This is fine. I just don't like when.
But I
people
do it like
this.
and
Like,
another
no,
thing.
that's different. That's
like
fine. I don't
Columbo.
like when people like point.
I got one more question.
Anyway, that's besides the point. All right, so wow. Okay,
We've got to bring our shit back together here.
Yes.
I'm now my brain is spinning. I'm thinking about all these things. What is actually a sandwich? What is not?
I'm gonna wake up I'm gonna have a list on my phone.
I'm gonna get a random text from her.
You were going to think about this way longer than you realize. I have former guests from 3-4 years ago DM me being like, "Is this a sandwich?" From a restaurant they go to. I'm like, yeah, of course it is.
You've changed people's entire worldviews.
We're changing minds
with
one
the
sandwich at a
food
time.
tour.
Yeah,
Oh my!
I'm into it.
you should come.
I think I will.
We need to do your tour.
No, we need to do it.
Absolutely, we need to do your tour. So, okay, when did you start doing these tours?
So they would have started in 2017,
Okay.
purely as a hobby. I like hanging out with cool people. I love eating sandwiches, having a beer, having a chat. So I did them one day a week from 2017 to about 2018. That day was getting sold out, so I did 2 days a week. 2018 to 2019, that day was getting sold out, so I did it 3. And then I was working at a startup in 2019, which did not start up.
It did
Okay,
start.
it did not in fact start.
At all.
Got it.
And the day they let us all go, I'd already been invited to this dinner with like a whole bunch of other tour guides who were kicking ass in the city. I was like, oh, congratulations, you guys are killing it. And I'm not a religious fella, but like the world is telling me something.
Uh-huh.
The day I've been let go, I'm
Yeah.
going to this dinner.
And
Oh,
when in
that's-
2019, I feel like
Oh,
this is.
perfectly timed for COVID.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wonderfully, deliciously timed for COVID. About mid 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, man, the universe handed you your pivot even before you needed it.
Now here's the thing: walking tours, COVID, don't get along very well.
Sure,
But
but
virtual sandwich cooking classes do.
I did my fair share of cooking classes during COVID too.
Mate, they went crazy. 'cause
They
we're all
did, mate.
bored.
They did.
Corporate teams were looking for something to do that was low hanging
Yeah,
fruit.
what do we
Over
do?
COVID, I did about 1,200 sandwich classes.
Holy hell!
At its
What?
peak, I was doing 14 a day over
Holy
Zoom
shit.
around the Christmas holiday period.
And this was you teaching, or you had other people come in and talk
Me
about how-
teaching.
What kind of sandwiches were you teaching the people to make?
It had to be really basic, right? It had to be accessible to get the ingredients no matter where you were in the world. It had to be accessible for cooking skill levels.
Right.
Like you could be a chef or you could be someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. You had to be able to do it at home, at the office, on your porch, in your walk-in
So what was your
wardrobe.
go-to for your class?
An Italian deli sandwich.
Okay.
That was it. So I said it was more assembly, but like some tips and tricks and techniques, some ingredients you put together that some people might not have thought of. But I ended up having to do the exact same sandwich for every class because people were booking months in advance.
Oh my God.
And I had to do 14 in a day.
And then you were just sick. Like, were you doing this with these sandwiches? Were you donating them?
Look, I know I'm now on camera, but there was a little bit of finish the Zoom call, disassemble, reassemble.
I mean,
Sorry,
this
I'm
is
going to do a
this is
shot
going
over here
behind
because
the-
my brain is still like not
this is going
right.
behind the curtain now.
you are alone in your kitchen,
Right.
as Julia Child says.
But here's the thing, but when you're on Zoom, there's no size restriction. So I'm making, the best one was I did a cooking class for a conference in Singapore of 1,200 people.
What? Love it.
1,200 people came and made a sandwich with me from this conference. 500 people left, right and center. It was unbelievable.
That's
the only
amazing.
reason I'm sitting here today is because I got to do those virtual cooking classes. Otherwise, I would have had to pack it up and go back to Australia. Forget that.
That's insane. And so when did you resume the tours? Like when did that become a thing again?
As soon as I could. I mean, if you remember back then, everyone's still a little bit iffy coming out of COVID. Like,
Sure.
I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. We still weren't allowed in a lot of places
Mhm.
indoors
Right.
in New York City. But as soon as I could, I started them up again. So I guess time is a weird
Right.
concept
Time
now.
is weird. Yeah.
It's
20
yesterday and also 5 years
Yeah.
ago.
22, we were allowed to do things again. 21 or 22?
21.
21?
Yeah.
So it would have been the second half of 21 started again. A little bit sheepishly. Obviously, crowds were a bit smaller because people didn't want to travel so much. New York was like the epicenter of everything going on. But then quickly ramped up walking tours and virtual tours took a bit of a backseat because hanging out in real life is a lot
It's
better.
way more fun.
Way
Yeah.
more
What a
fun.
way to make money while most people. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
insane.
So how many tours are you going out on a week now?
So we run 4 different walking tours just here in New York City,
Oh my God.
all sandwich and sandwich adjacent related.
Okay.
Would they?
In different neighborhoods?
Yep, a couple in the East Village because it's the best neighborhood in New York. I'll fight you about that.
You don't have to fight us.
No,
no.
I mean that's
I'll
how
fight you
we're
about
that.
that.
We're on that team.
Williamsburg as well. And I've very recently just launched a sandwich tour inside Times Square.
I saw that on your website.
Yeah, now I will never get a single New Yorker on that tour
No.
ever.
I was gonna say, are there actual good sandwich places? There must be because you wouldn't put your reputation as the sandwich guy on the line.
There are. For instance, Margon. Margon maybe does the best Cuban and medianoche sandwich in all of New York City. There's a hole in the wall of all holes in the wall. It's been there since the 60s. Owned
Wait, what street is this on?
46, I want to say.
Oh God, right in the center of hell.
Right in the center of it. But it's
Okay.
been owned by Rafa and Guadalupe since the 1970s. Raphael moved here, got a job as a dishwasher, eventually moved up to buy the place from the 3 brothers who first
Love
opened it
that.
up. It's the only job he's ever had in his life in America.
Wow.
Working at Margon.
That is
You go in there and get this
crazy.
medianoche sandwich. I'm telling you right now. And then there's a bunch of other stuff in and around the neighborhoods as well. We don't spend the entire 2 hours inside Times Square
Yeah.
because that would drive you mad.
Uh-huh.
But we spend a good portion in there and then come into it from Herald Square, get out of it around Hell's Kitchen. It's a lot of fun.
Okay.
I'll convince some New Yorkers eventually to go on them.
Are
I
you?
mean, I want the sandwiches. I just don't want to go to them.
Yeah. I know.
Like, can you bring them to us?
Yeah.
And then,
It gets a bad rap, but it's funny that, like, if you like people watching, there's
Oh,
not that
Yeah,
many better
sure.
places.
We like to judge and talk shit, so we'll do that.
Absolutely.
We'll do
Yeah.
that.
You just got to avoid, like, comedy tickets,
oh
CDs,
my God.
smiling
Comedy
monks.
tickets.
Yeah, all the
Ah,
mascots, the
all
weird
the
costumes. Oh
Elmos.
my God.
It's so friggin' bizarre when an Elmo takes his head off in the middle of
I
Times
feel
Square
like
and his
you
poor
can't
little
do
kids.
that at Disney World.
No, you
and
can't.
just lights up a cigarette and there's 4-year-olds hanging around.
So, okay. Are you still discovering new places like all the time?
Constantly.
Yeah.
It's New York City. There's like 40,000 restaurants here.
Right. But I mean, sandwich
and
places.
constantly there are new ones opening.
Constantly new ones open. Unfortunately, COVID meant that about 30% of the restaurants we used to go to on our tours alone closed, and then they've renewed. But things keep popping up all over the place. For instance, Salt Hank just opened up Salt Hank's 2 days ago.
Okay.
He's a YouTuber. He does sandwiches, delicious like sandwich porn sandwiches.
Okay.
He's just gone and done a brick and mortar. He's just doing French dip sandwiches at the moment.
Okay.
It opened 2 days ago. The line
more.
was
Insane.
insane, so I didn't get to go in. That's one example. Barn and M. I can't
Bon
pronounce
and-
it.
Oh,
with the-
yeah,
Can't
they make
pronounce
their
it.
own bread and they make their own noodles.
We
for the-
keep meaning to go there.
Yeah.
We
I
need
keep
to get
meaning
in
to go
there.
there as well. They've got like 4 different versions of banh mi's, which is my
Banh
favorite.
mi is
let's
my
go. Let's
flippin'
all make a date to go get a fucking
favorite.
banh mi
So
together.
the thing is, you like on a Friday, you got to go at like 11:45
Yep.
and get online,
Yep,
right?
that's exactly right. They apparently do this appetizer banh mi or a foie gras banh mi.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah,
Convince
I know.
me. I
That's
mean, I don't need to be
ridiculous.
convinced.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll make a date for.
We do.
after
We
this,
need to make
okay?
this happen.
Salty Lady Luncheonette out in Ridgewood
Mhm.
looks so good. They've got a turkey and dill sandwich, like a dill heavy turkey sandwich. It looks so fucking good.
Oh, you haven't had it yet?
Oh mate, it's one of these things where like I've been meaning to go
Yeah.
Okay.
forever,
And it's
Uh-huh.
in Ridgewood.
and it's in
so-
Ridgewood. Yeah, no, but whatever. I'll travel for a
For
sandwich.
sure,
Oh,
but
yes.
it just makes it that much harder to.
Yeah. So of course I'm discovering stuff all the time, like endless.
So what? Okay, like if someone was like the perfect sandwich,
Mm.
what is a key tip that you would say makes the perfect sandwich?
So there's 2 tips that are related.
Okay.
The first tip is balance.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Balance is
Absolutely.
so important. Do
So
not put too much.
The meat to the bread ratio
Oh my god, mate.
is so important.
But also it doesn't just have to. So here's a hot take. Pastrami on rye is not a good sandwich.
I love how you looked right to the camera.
I meant that.
Okay, because it's just pastrami.
It's too much. I
Yeah.
know there's mustard. I know there's pickle on the side, but
Yeah.
Reuben it up. Reuben it up proves
Yeah.
why you need balance. So balance is your first tip. The other one, the sandwich philosophy I work to comes from a guy called Max Haley in London. He runs Max's Sandwich Shop. He used to be Michelin style chef, threw it all away because he loves sandwiches and he loves drinking. And that's what he does at his shop.
What a life.
Yes.
I like this guy.
Okay.
And every single sandwich has 6 rules. Hot, cold, soft, crunchy, sweet and sour, or sweet and spicy. I always get them confused. As long as they've got those 6 elements,
Okay.
he puts them on his menu, on his sandwich menu, and they are fire.
And what's this place called in London?
Max's Sandwich Shop.
Okay.
Very simple. It just literally at the front is a sign that says hot sandwiches and cold booze.
All right.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. I have to remember that for Ryan.
Yeah.
My husband flies to London all the time.
It's in Crouch Hill or Crouch End, so a little bit.
We'll look it up.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's
God, I love
it's
sandwiches so
worth
much.
it.
And so what are people doing that fuck a sandwich up the easiest? Like what's the quickest way to be like, I do not fuck with that sandwich.
Terrible bread.
Terrible bread.
Oh yeah.
Hi, can we just shout out Katz's right now?
So this is my other hot take. And this is
Okay.
where I get in trouble a lot.
Well,
Katz's-
we have a whole segment about hot takes, but
Yeah,
yeah, let's
hot,
go.
Hot take, bring it on. Katz's Deli Sandwich is a trash sandwich.
Dude, the bread is terrible. It falls apart. It
terrible.
tastes stale. It doesn't hold up to the meat. The meat is good.
The meat is incredible.
But why are they ruining it with this trash bread?
Tradition.
Oh, it's stupid.
Tradition.
It's so
Just
stupid.
spend like 50 cents more on your
Right.
bread.
But
or-
also, they don't have to because there's a line out the door all day. Every
yeah, they're
day.
killing it. Like I can
Right?
complain until I'm blue in the face about the bread.
Right.
All New Yorkers can, but they are
It was
crushing.
pouring the other day, and there was a line down the block, and everyone was under their umbrellas waiting for that.
But the
frickin'
bread is
sandwiches.
they
Yeah.
literally spend 10 days making that meat from beginning to when it's on
Right.
your plate.
And they don't
It's a
put that
10-day
care into the
process.
bread. It's crazy.
They've been doing it for 130 years. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And they ruin it with the bread.
So
They
true.
ruin it.
I feel like there's something we don't know.
It's almost like they just don't.
I mean, I think this conversation is why they don't fix the bread.
Because they're like, fuck you, and fuck you.
Yeah.
We're Katz's and you're not.
Right.
Exactly right. And look, Jake's the owner. He's a great guy. I've met him. They weren't happy with me when I voiced these opinions.
But how do they
last
not know
year.
this? They have
So
to know
that's
this.
the thing. They know, like, people, and it's not like this is a brand new opinion.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's
But
not like the first time they heard it was out of your mouth.
And there's other examples in the city. S&P Lunch, S&P Canada, which used to be Eisenberg's. They toast the bread. Fantastic. Frankel's toast the bread.
Yes,
Edith's
I love Frankel's.
toast the bread.
Yeah.
Like 30 seconds of toasting would change that thing forever, but they won't do it because that's how they didn't do it 130 years ago. So why change it
So
now?
why change
We
it?
did a lot of things 130 years ago.
Slavery. Wait,
Wait,
what?
For one.
That's just one example. What's the worst sandwich you've ever had?
Ooh. It was on a train in England.
Yeah.
When it was panini
Okay.
Oh.
that was toasted
Okay.
in a microwave.
Oh. Ooh.
Wet, soggy, already terrible ingredients in the first place. I'd had a couple of beers the night before. I was on the way to a soccer game. It was just not what I needed.
No.
It was horrifically bad.
Oh, I'm sorry you had to eat that
Yeah, I'm
sandwich.
sorry you had to go
I still
through
ate it.
that.
Oh, of course you did. No. Of course you did. I'm sorry you had to eat
He
it.
just
Thank you.
remembers how bad it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, let's talk about what you did on your Instagram. 3 seconds to piss off a New Yorker, and you toasted the bagel. Look, Judith will say, I am not a New Yorker, only having lived here for 5 years. A lot of people would say that. And I will also agree, I'm not a New Yorker. I'm not. I like my bagels toasted. Judith, you've lived in New York for 20
the thing about the toasted bagel is if it's a good bagel, you shouldn't have to toast
Right.
it.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to.
But you might want to.
If it's not a good bagel.
Sure, even if it's fresh, I'll still.
I mean, listen, I'm not one of those people who's like, you can't fucking do the bagels. But I mean, I understand the sentiment.
Oh, the internet came for me when I put it out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
The
they? I'm
internet
sure
will
they
come
did.
for anybody for anything.
The internet loves my opinions with this accent.
Oh, I was about to
talking
say,
about
like,
New York
this
City.
guy's got
Yeah.
no standing. No standing, this guy.
Exactly.
You
right.
don't come to our city and tell us how to do our bread.
The best one, it wasn't from yesterday, but was last year the New York Times did the 57 sandwiches that define New York City. And I gave out opinion. Sorry, last year.
Oh,
year.
okay.
And I gave my opinions. And my favorite comment was, I will test your jaw if I ever see you on the street. About a
people get
sandwich.
really
In the
upset.
New York Times comment section?
No, on my
Oh.
Instagram account. Now here's the thing. When I got that was the instant I knew I've made it. I've made it.
Yeah, you have haters, man.
Yeah.
It says they will punch you in your face for
I got
your
my
opinion.
first troll last
On a
year.
sandwich.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, somebody's
Mazel
really
tov.
taking time
Thank
out
you.
of their
Yeah.
day to ruin yours.
I will test. I'm gonna actually. I like it. I'm gonna test your jaw.
You have made it.
Now look, please don't test my jaw. I'm a very fast runner, and I will do that if you attempt to.
Man, Judith, I hope someday somebody really comments on how much they
Right?
hate our
I will
podcast.
test your jaw.
Be like, yes,
because
we've
of
made
how
it.
You think things are underseasoned?
Wow.
And the
Something.
seasoning's a bad one as well.
Oh, so bad.
Absolutely.
Like fucking season your shit.
Yeah, salt it up, man.
Come on.
Don't oversalt, but
No.
but salt.
Well, shout out some of your favorite sandwiches specifically. Let's say like top 3. Give them to us.
Right now, currently,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a pork guy, so
Okay.
it's gonna be pretty pork heavy. So the 3 sandwiches that come to mind that are available today.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the end of June that we are recording.
The year of
this.
our Lord 2025.
2025.
Number 1 would be the porca de dena from Viga della Scroffa in the East Village.
Okay.
Tiny little Italian bodega hole in the wall.
Okay.
Simple traditional Italian sandwich. Porchetta,
Oh.
Mhm.
smoked mozzarella,
Mhm.
sun-dried tomatoes,
Mhm.
bread. Now the sun-dried tomatoes add a tang and a moisture that is
Usually I don't
needed.
like sun-dried
I
tomatoes,
don't either,
but maybe in a sandwich. Let's go try it.
We'll try
split
it. We'll try it.
We'll split it. We'll let you know.
How we feel about it.
We'll let you know if your opinion is correct.
Test your jaw eating it, and then test mine.
Okay, so that's
afterwards.
number 1.
Okay.
Well, these are just 3.
Okay, 3 in general.
No particular order. Got it.
Number 2 would be literally across the street from it. Factory Tamal. A
Mhm.
Oh.
tamale shop
Yeah.
that just so happens to do a ham panini that you will not believe.
Really?
Ham, mozzarella, caramelized onions.
Oh my god, I love caramelized onions so much.
Sweet pickled jalapenos, sun-dried tomato dressing.
Oh my God, you're really
panini
into the sun-dried
pressed.
tomatoes, aren't you?
I know. It works. Trust me.
Okay, so we'll do a 2 for 1.
Okay.
So there's very similar vibes.
Yeah.
And the other one is probably, oh, it's so hard to decide.
I know.
but there is this incredible vegan sandwich.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
I get the faces. I get these faces all the time. I get this. So it's from Gavera's, which actually sits inside Meckelberg's in Williamsburg.
Okay.
It is the eggplant Milanese torta.
But no cheese.
No. Now, here's the thing.
Because I love an eggplant parm.
I know.
Strong.
Mate,
More than
I
a
love me
chicken
some-
sometimes.
I love me some cheese. The Philly cheesesteak? Hello. Can't come
Hi.
at me.
Yeah.
Have you tried Danny and Coops yet?
No, I haven't.
And it's like 2 minutes from our house.
I know. I'm waiting for the hype to die down.
So, mate, it's died down.
Yeah.
I went finally. I wanted to hate it.
Yeah.
Did you
well,
love
yeah.
it?
God, it's so good.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Like, I want to hate it and I
Now,
can't.
I'm a Federoff's guy. Shout out to Federoffs.
Federoffs
I
in
love their
Williamsburg.
work.
Yeah, so good.
I'm always going to be a Federoffs guy. This Danny and Coops
Oh,
sandwich
shit.
with the bread. Yeah.
The other problem is they close early. Like I
Oh,
feel
yeah?
like they close at 7 or something. And I've tried to go a few times and I just missed it.
Yeah, I still don't understand if they're a proper restaurant that is staying forever or they're just an extended pop-up because they're only open like 4 days a week.
Right. It's very strange.
It's all over the place. But Bradley Cooper, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't care about you very much. The other dude, Danny, he
Okay.
runs Angelo's out of Philadelphia.
Oh,
This
well, yeah,
man
that's the
knows how to cheesesteak. So
Right.
that's who I'm fanboying over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bradley, yeah, no.
But
great
wait,
guy.
the one we were saying before Danny and Coops, it's the vegan
Oh, yeah.
eggplant.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So eggplant. So you got your crunchy eggplant, the softness in the middle. Then you basically eat the rainbow. So you've got purple slaw, avocado, heirloom tomatoes, pickled spicy peppers, refried beans,
Okay, the
vegan
refried
mole,
beans.
vegan mole mayonnaise on a Kaiser roll.
Okay, this sounds delicious and
sounds
crunchy and really,
wait,
really lovely.
Vegan mayonnaise.
Vegan mole mayonnaise.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of like
I mean, it
Mexico,
sounds
New
really
York.
Sounds delicious.
You-
I do love
It's
eggplant.
and I used to trick people and say it was a chicken sandwich, and then halfway through, I'd be like, "Ha ha, it's vegan!"
Ew.
And then I got in some trouble for some bigger fellas who got a bit butthurt that I tricked them about this vegan
Oh,
sandwich.
come on.
Get out of
Yeah.
here. What is wrong
Please.
with people?
I know, but one of them did say, "What if I was actually allergic to eggplant?" And I thought, that's actually a very good point.
It is. People are allergic.
You don't want to kill anyone on your tours.
That's a problem for the review system.
Oh my God, reviews.
Wait, but they don't have to tell you about allergies before they do the tour. I feel
I-
like every
Yes.
I ask people
right.
at least 7 occasions
Oh yeah.
what
People
they're
don't
allergic
listen,
to,
yeah.
and people will tell me when they get this close to the mouth, "Hey, what is it? What is this again?"
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Oh,
am
I've got
not-
an EpiPen for that.
Yeah.
I'm
Not
like,
surprised.
okay,
by
let's
that.
not eat that. Let's find something else.
Not surprised by that shit at all. People are terrible.
People are lovely, especially the ones on my tours.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
great.
yeah.
You want to play a trivia game?
Hit me.
All right. It's called. You guys are gonna love this. I'm so clever. Hero or zero?
No.
Will you be the breadwinner?
Simsky.
Come on, Judith.
So embarrassed to be your friend.
Good.
No, actually, it's pretty good. Will you be the breadwinner?
I'll
Let's
do
it.
another
Let's do
shot.
it.
I'll see myself out. Okay.
I'm also drinking ahead of this game.
Well, I poured you a
Let's
shot.
get this bread, guys.
Let's get this bread. I'll drink with you. Do you want to? Is like drinking a reward or like a negative thing? Do you want to drink if you get it
Oh.
right or if you get it wrong?
Your game, mate. Dealer's choice.
Judith.
If you get it right.
Okay, if you get it right, you're drinking.
Right.
You don't. You have a shot of mezcal in front of you. You don't have to do the whole shot, but all right, mate.
All right, mate.
All right, mate. Here we go.
That was English, not Australian.
True. Sorry, I lived in England, not Australia.
Never confuse those two things.
Ever.
True or false? The Earl of Sandwich in the 1700s invented the sandwich.
So you think it's true, but it's actually not.
It's not true. It's false. He popularized
He
it,
popularized it.
not invented it.
There is an argument that it goes back to the 1st century BC when Hillel the Elder.
Oh my God, I have
created
a
the
question
correct-
about that too. Jesus, God.
I know sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah, this
Got
is literally
So
my
wait,
job.
he's drinking when he gets it right?
Yeah.
Have a sip of that. All right. Or that. Question 2. Name three meatless sandwiches.
The one I just spoke about,
Uh-huh.
the caprese sandwich,
Mm-hmm.
and a tofu banh mi.
Okay, good. Well, I would have also accepted egg salad sandwich, falafel, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Elvis Presley. Name his favorite sandwich.
The
Come
fluffer nutter.
Okay. What are the ingredients in the fluffa nata?
Really?
Oh, God.
So I've
No.
never had a fluffernutter in my entire life.
Well, no, me neither, but I know it's in it.
Peanut butter.
No, it's actually not a fluffernutter because fluffernutters have like
cream,
yeah,
peanut butter.
and his is not.
What was his?
It was just peanut butter and banana.
And bacon.
And bacon?
bacon.
Why do you think the
that's
man
right.
died of a heart attack?
That's right.
Well, it was the drugs.
Okay. That's true.
And
Yes.
bacon? Wait, I never
Peanut
knew there
butter,
was bacon.
banana, and bacon.
What was the name of it?
I don't know. It was just his
It
favorite.
Feel the
something like-
sandwich?
but it was a fluffer nutter.
No, a fluffernutter has like marshmallow on it.
Yeah,
It
it
was
does.
a
It
nut or
does. I've got that
something.
confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And bacon?
Yeah, dude. Bacon.
Nothing
Okay,
can
so
make
this
worse
was
than
my
bacon.
next question. True or false? The first ever recorded sandwich was in the 1st century and it used fish as the filling. True or false?
It used lamb as the filling, a sacrificial lamb.
Correct.
It was
Drink.
a sacrificial
We're
sandwich?
drinking.
Yeah.
Good job.
3 different ingredients representing the life story of the Jewish people from enslavement to freedom, matzah bread, bitter herbs, Passover lamb.
Yep.
He put them all together symbolically to say this is our story and ate them together.
Wait,
Maybe
so the Jews invented the sandwich.
Pretty much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I love it. All right. Well, where did the word sandwich come from?
Oh, I assume the region of England called Sandwich.
The village in England. Drink.
yeah.
Cheers. The official state sandwich of Louisiana is either the muffaletta, oyster roll, or the po' boy.
The po' boy was definitely invented in New Orleans, as was the muffaletta. The po' boy was invented by 2 brothers, the Martin brothers, if I remember correctly, for the
God,
guys.
I ask you questions, you give me stats. I love this.
So I'm going to go, I think that the official one,
Yeah.
let's go with po' boy.
Correct. Drink.
Wow. This man knows his sandwich.
Ben, when is National Sandwich Day in the United States?
Oh, it always creeps up on me. It's like November-ish, but I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't tell you the exact, maybe the 5th of November?
Because every day is sandwich day for this man.
Wow. It is actually November 3rd. So you didn't get that one wrong. You do not have the luxury of drinking.
Can I still drink anyway?
Name the chain that is larger than McDonald's because of the number of locations worldwide.
Subway.
There you go. Who would have?
Really?
Yeah, they're massive. Now here's the thing. Subway gets a bad rap, and there's been some things.
There have been some things.
But I will always have a soft spot in my heart for Subway. When you're a university student and you can get a foot of sandwich for $5 or $6, that is Christmas.
Yeah.
Dude, I know what a Subway smells like. I can smell it in
has
my
a
head.
very
Like,
distinct
it's very
smell.
distinct.
I need to break something to you.
Oh, do it.
Okay.
Break
They
it.
have branded and they pump in that smell
Shut the fuck up.
because it is so iconic.
Shut up.
That
Get-
as soon as you smell it,
get
you
outta
know
here.
it. Yep.
You're forcing me to drink more
Yeah.
again.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Well, that's the conspiracy theory, the rumor, but I believe it's true. They pump the smell in.
Get
because
out of here.
If you were within a 1 block radius of a Subway,
Yeah,
you smell it.
Like, where's the Subway?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
We're
I know.
Googling this. We are Googling this. We are Googling this. All right. This is your last question.
Mm.
Okay. You have 20. Well, maybe I'm not going to give you that many seconds. 20 seconds?
To list as many sandwiches as I can.
No, to
Ooh.
list as many sandwiches as you can that have a city in the name. Okay.
A city in the name?
Yes.
I don't think I can name a single one.
Wait, what?
Give him a hint.
Give me one example.
You've already said one. Danny and Coops.
Oh.
That's not a
Philadelphia
Philadelphia.
cheesesteak.
No, Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Oh, the Philadelphia cheesesteak.
Yeah.
If you're going to be, if you're going to call it by its government name.
Are they? Give me a hint. Are they American?
Yeah, they're all
locations?
American. They're all, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can't?
So the Philly cheesesteak. Does the hamburger count because it's from Hamburg?
No.
in Germany.
It
No.
does now.
That's literally what
I
it's
think that
from.
should count.
The club sandwich, the banh mi, the steak sandwich, the steak frites,
Nashville hot.
a Nashville hot chicken sandwich.
A buffalo chicken
A
sandwich.
buffalo chicken sandwich.
A New York Reuben.
So
Chicago
pause.
Italian
Oh.
beef.
Pause.
Pause.
Reubens are not from New York.
Correct. They're not. A guy named Reuben invented it.
In Omaha, Nebraska.
Correct.
Omaha.
See, I didn't even have that question on there.
Reuben Kowalski.
Anyway, you did very well.
Except for the trivia,
Except
except for the quiz.
Well, you know what?
The Chicago Italian beef,
I
whatever.
don't know about that one.
A Denver sandwich? Do you know what a Denver
No.
sandwich is? Like a
That's not-
Denver
That's not
omelet?
a
That's not a thing.
According to this, it is. This is the internet right here.
I'll give you the Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
and I'll give
Yeah.
you the buffalo and the Nashville.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's where it ends, surely.
Not the Chicago Italian beef?
Which
Oh,
is
the
the Italian
Cuban
beef.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Not
that's a
states, but that's a
country.
country.
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
A
And the
Pittsburgh
Cuban sandwich
sandwich?
was actually invented
There's
in
a
Florida
thing
anyway.
called a Pittsburgh sandwich.
With fries in it.
No, but that's a San Diego burrito.
Oh, yeah. Look, nothing has been made worse with fries on the inside.
No, a San Diego
Yeah, yeah,
burrito is the best kind of burrito.
Oh, mate, a mahi burrito or taco down in San Diego will change your life.
Dude, put fries in anything and it's better for it.
It's more better.
More better for it. All right, what are we doing next? Next, we are moving on to our favorite segment here on Put It in My Mouth. Where am I? I'm drunk now.
It's behind you. Oh, like 180 degrees behind
Our
you.
favorite segment here on Put It in My Mouth. Judith?
Oh, that was perfect. Perfect.
Would you like to announce the segment?
I don't fuck with that.
I don't fuck with
I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with that.
You've shown a lot of love to a lot of places. And now we're going to talk about the hills that we're going to die on and things that are pissing us off in this industry recently.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first?
You know what? I had one coming in and then I changed my mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I understand why this is done. I get it.
Okay.
But it really kills the vibe when they're like, "Are there any food allergies at the table?"
Why did you do that in a Donald Trump accent?
Because I hate it. Because I hate it. I hate it. And I understand like you don't want to kill your patrons, but I don't like being asked. I don't know. I find it really annoying. I find it annoying that everyone's got an allergy. I like it. I don't want to. I feel like you should offer up the information if you're going to get sick by eating out, or you should stay home.
Yeah, it is annoying because it's like that should be on the customer.
Totally.
Not necessarily,
But
like-
the thing is, like he said, customers can't be trusted.
And people are assholes.
And people are terrible.
Yeah.
I still like people, but some of them are.
Also, this is another reason why I hate it. My husband makes the same joke every time.
Which is?
Which is
She wouldn't have married me if I did.
what a dad joke.
Yeah.
My God.
Do not give crap to dad jokes. They are incredible.
No, dad jokes are the best.
My allergy is waiting on a line.
Waiting on a line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
my dietary
I bet you
restriction.
have to do that though a lot though to try the new sandwich.
I attempt not to. I try and wield my very small realm of influence.
I mean, you're the sandwich guy, so why should you wait on the sandwich line?
Right.
That's right. Or I just wait until the hype
Yeah.
dies down and
Yeah.
go in 3 months later.
Right. What's yours? What do you not fuck with?
I do not fuck with food challenges. Do not shove 20 things down your face in one sitting. It's a waste of food. You're not tasting it. You look like a moron
Well, this is
doing
like a
it.
TikTok thing, right? This is like a
Be on TikTok, man versus food. That man almost died.
That's very true. Adam Richman
The
did have to
food
change up
almost
his
win.
lifestyle after
and
that show.
instead of ending the show, they just found another person to try to kill themselves.
Right. Yeah. Wow. I mean,
Yeah, food shouldn't be a punishment.
No, don't try and eat anything in under 60 seconds.
And like the prize for a food competition is more food.
The prize is not paying for the thing that you just enveloped into your body. That's not worth it.
right. It's like those steak challenges. Like, here's a
Oh,
72-ounce
so dumb.
steak. If you eat it all, you get it for free. It's like,
Yeah.
well,
it doesn't really make sense, does
no.
it?
I also don't fuck. I'm going to take two. I
Yeah,
Go
also don't-
ahead.
I also don't fuck with the idea that just because it's old, it's good.
like Katz's.
Yep,
There we go.
exactly.
Hot fucking take.
DeFonte's is very hit or miss, and that's going to piss off some people. But like people are resting on their laurels, and some of the new kids on
On
the block,
institutions.
the
Yes.
new kids
Like
on the
that
block do it
steakhouse.
really well. Yeah,
The old steakhouse in Chelsea.
Oh, Old Homestead.
The old home.
I will call it out right now and I will say that was one of the worst restaurants I've ever been to.
just period restaurant.
bad.
Like we
Full stop.
had our steak club went there and it was terrible.
But it's been there for 162 years. Or
So yeah,
something like
I
this.
also do not fuck with that.
What was your favorite steakhouse in your steak club?
Well,
Uh-oh,
Th-
I've
this
waded
is a-
into
there's a
something.
thing.
you can't across the board. There hasn't been one that across the board has been super amazing. Maybe the grill, but a lot of steakhouses fall off on dessert. or sides or salads or service. Like we have these rules that I'm not really allowed to say, but I kind of just did, that we rate them on, and it's very hard to find one across the board.
All of them.
There's places.
There have been a couple of places that got real close. The grill, the golden, the door.
The golden door.
Shit. What's the Balloon?
La Tête
Oh,
the
Tête
d'Or.
Yes,
Thank you.
yes.
Yeah.
But
well,
also,
you just named
he
the two
hung out
most
with us.
expensive steakhouses in the
He
city.
came over and sent out a seafood tower and all the desserts.
like,
that
he
might have
came to
tainted
our
our
table,
experience.
but everything was delicious.
Everything
and
was
dessert was amazing.
Now, what I will say though is, who's going to a steakhouse for dessert and side salad?
Oh,
look, I love
true,
a good dessert.
We're gonna have to rate the whole experience.
Yeah.
If it was just steak, then
No, I asked this a little bit trepidatiously. Is that a word?
Sure,
With trepidation. So I love Keens.
Okay,
Keens.
What do
Here's
you
the
feel
thing.
about
Okay,
Keens?
Keens
before
is
I
fucking
get to
amazing.
my what I don't fuck with, I love this tangent that we're on. Yes, Keens is fucking great. It's an institution. The service is great. The martinis are great. The
Martinis are
sides are
great.
great. Everything is great, but the steak.
because it's not a steak club. It's not a steak club. It's not a steakhouse.
It's like a chop house. They're known for their mutton. This isn't Mutton Club, right? Like
But the mutton is good.
the mutton,
mutton
is great,
is really good.
and the steak is good, but it's not great. Everything else about Keens, although
Interesting.
some fucking Trumper did just buy it, so
No, I didn't know that part, but I was there recently. It doesn't seem like much has changed in there.
well, thank God.
Also, why doesn't New York do more lamb?
It's a good question.
Lamb isn't. Lamb and mint jelly in Australia.
Well, I feel like lamb
It's
is
delicious.
always like it's like a very expensive thing on the menu. You know, like lamb chops is
And
like
some
something-
people have this preconceived notion that lamb is gamey and that
but like
they're
a
not
lamb
gonna
chop
light
is
it.
Fucking delicious.
know, so
when
good.
it's
God.
done right.
So good. I love lamb.
We eat so much of it in Australia.
Yeah, it's not a really
We've
big
got like
thing
70
in the
million
States.
sheep in Australia. It's
Right,
ridiculous.
yeah.
So it's like a Sunday roast, a lamb roast,
Yeah,
some spuds,
hell
some
yeah.
carrots,
So
some mint
good.
jelly.
Yeah. I don't know about the mint jelly part, but
No? What are you putting on your lamb?
What are we putting on our lamb?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like if I do eat lamb, it's like at an Indian restaurant or like
Yeah.
or
Lamb
lamb
chops
chops and
and
just
all.
like lamb chops and
it's just-
fries
yeah.
or
It's just so it's
This
a
is
meat
my
lollipop.
new campaign. Last year my campaign was to bring back mortadella.
Mhm.
Oh,
This
God,
year it's to bring
fuck
back
yes.
lamb.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll be a
Yeah.
part of it.
Hell yeah.
Can I say what my I don't
Oh
fuck
yeah,
with?
yeah,
sorry, my bad, my bad.
Actually, this is a you guys are gonna hate me, or you're gonna hate me, but I hate when people say Sammy for sandwich
Oh,
or
yeah.
Sando. I fucking
Sammy, yeah.
hate it. I am always like, I cringe. I don't like the abreve of the word. You know?
I mean, the
Just
great
say
irony.
sandwich. Like, I don't like Sammy.
Wait, do you say Sando or Sammy?
I say Sammy.
Okay.
I say Sammy because I got myself in a little bit of trouble when I first moved here.
Oh.
One of the terms that Australians use without realizing it is Sambo,
Oh.
which when I moved to America, I found out was a derogatory term and
Yeah.
very quickly stopped using it because we didn't know that in Australia. And so I needed another abreve. And so I went with Sammy because a sando is a specific sandwich.
I know. A Katzs sand. I
Yeah.
know. I
But
know.
Sammy is a casual, like sandwich is a long word.
It is.
I have the longest Instagram handle
Oh
known
my
to
God. You
man.
can't say two syllables.
A man and his sandwich is a long word.
A man and his Sammy.
So
Ew.
yeah, it doesn't work as well. So I get the abbreviation. What else are you going to go with? Are you going to say sandwich? It's like calling me Benjamin every single time.
I don't know. Just say sandwich. Is it really that much harder than Sammy?
No, you are speaking to Australian, and we abbreviate
Yeah.
everything.
I know you do, mate. I know you
Thanks
do.
for having me on the Savo.
Ah!
The Savo.
Ah.
We're not the
Wow.
sharpest tools in the shed.
Is there any, before we wrap it up, because we're about there, are we going to do a quick fire round? But is
Ooh.
there anyone else you want to shout out real quick? Anyone that you're like popping into your head right
In
now?
the sandwich world?
Yeah.
No, in the Sammy world.
In the Sammy world? Good.
Shoot it.
I mean, the most creative guy in the sandwich world in New York City right now is Tony at Hen House.
Okay.
Tony Nassif.
Shout out Tony.
He,
Tell us why.
He started out in Canada, but his family's heritage is Lebanese. He eventually came down to New York, worked for Black Seed Bagels at Marlin Deli, through a couple of different things, ended up doing his own thing. Started with a shawarma and falafel at Smorgasburg, ended up at getting Hen House in the East Village. And then he is a mad scientist who happens to cook. He's got chicken sandwiches. He's got a lamb shawarma birria burrito.
Oh,
He has a
God.
Lebanese Crunchwrap Supreme.
So he's just fusioning it all over
He's
the
got
place.
cafe pancakes. Like in the 18 months it's been open, he must have put 200 things on his menu.
Holy shit.
And he keeps doing new things. He did a collab with Ben's Steakhouse a couple of months ago.
Benjamin Steakhouse?
Yeah, Benjamin's.
Yeah.
Where he ended
haven't
up
been
putting he did a steak sandwich with oysters on it as well.
I'd eat the fuck out of that.
It was so
And maybe I'd get turned on. Who knows? It's a reach around.
We've got to reach around, people.
It's a callback.
So I will shout him out for sure.
All right, you ready for this quick round?
Hit me.
This is what we're ending with. All right, best, you might have already said this, best New York City neighborhood for dining.
The East Village.
Best New York City neighborhood for sandwiches.
The East Village.
Your favorite dive bar.
7B.
Your go-to drink or cocktail.
I'm a beer guy. I'm pretty basic. I'm gonna sit around the lagers, pilsners, and end up in the IPAs and be drunk.
Cool. Where are you going? Which restaurant when you want to splurge?
Oh, great question. I've only been there once. I loved 63 Clinton.
In our neighborhood.
That's-
Shout out Sam and Ray. Really
yeah,
good guys.
Really nice. I still haven't been to Musket Room, which looks really cool.
They also own rafts.
We talked about already Indians, so like Dharmaka and Sema are excellent.
Yep, so good.
But then there's like the next stratosphere, right? EMP before I went vegan.
Right. Oh yeah, like all the little Bernadines.
I still haven't been to La Tête d'Or.
Okay,
That
you
sounds
gotta.
great.
It's really great.
Le
We'll go
Vert
with
d'Or.
Le Vaudor is
Oh my
also great.
God,
Yeah,
so
the
good.
French
That
echo.
terrain.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, we're gonna keep going. What's your bagel order?
I'm a basic bitch. Scallion on everything toasted.
What's your favorite bagel spot?
Oh, I don't know if they do it, what I just said, but Apollo's at the moment.
Okay.
Tomatoes, salt, pepper, olive oil. Whew.
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Favorite slice?
Grandma's.
From?
It used to be Scars.
Uh-huh.
And then Scars moved across the street.
Uh-huh.
And it went from exceptional to pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going to industry.
Industry. Everybody says it. Best place to get tacos.
Oh, Taka Ria Ramirez.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Tanya and Gio are on the pod. We love it.
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure, although we don't believe in that.
Yeah.
You don't believe in guilty pleasures?
No, we don't think
believe
anything
that you
should be
feel
guilty.
guilty about it.
Yeah. Everything should be a pleasure.
Yeah. If you like it, you like it.
Beetroot on a sandwich and burger. Beets. It's a very Australian
Beets
thing.
on a burger?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll allow it, but that's fucking weird. What's your hype song when you're like getting hyped up for a tour?
Ooh, maybe not for a tour, but for some reason, who sings that song Starships? Like
Starships. were
dun,
meant to
dun,
fly.
dun.
Really?
Nicki Minaj.
Higher than a mother.
Yeah, I told you I was a basic bitch. That thing gets me going.
Wow. What are you currently watching?
I am rewatching The West Wing for about the 8th time.
Okay.
Such a good.
All right.
And it
it's
is
like
so
comfort watching,
relevant.
right?
But The Bear season 4 comes out next week.
Sure does.
And they have a lot to make up for season 3.
They kind of do.
So
Yeah.
season 1 as a sandwich guy,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
High,
Bring
right?
it back, Bear. Bring it back.
Bring it back. All right. Your last meal on earth would be what?
The Pops Pastrami sandwich from Harry and Ida's Deli. If Will Horowitz would ever make it again.
Oh my
Actually, shout out to him. He just opened a new place called Pinky Swear.
God. Okay.
Anything that Will Horowitz does, run towards it. This man knows food.
All right. And the
Okay.
best thing that you have put in your mouth in the last week or so?
The ham and cheese and pickle sandwich from R&D Foods in Prospect Heights. I don't know why it's not more popular. They do incredible sandwiches in there.
There it is. Amazing.
Mm.
Thank you for giving us your
Thank
time.
you.
This
I'm
has been so fun.
excited to eat sandwiches, nothing but sandwiches for like the next 6 weeks.
I
the list
know.
that we've got
Or you'll
going
come on
here.
a tour?
I
Oh,
will.
yeah.
I'd love.
We're
to.
doing it.
I really would love.
Yes.
to, but
Yeah.
not the Times Square one.
Nope.
No.
But we're going to pick a date and we're coming on a tour for sure.
Yes, please.
Tell the people at home where they can find you, your socials, all of that.
Hit us up at A Man and His Sandwich, Instagram, TikTok, amanysandwich.com. It's the most deliciously fun 2 hours you're going to have in New York City. Eating sandwiches, debating hot dogs, having a beer. Bring your friends. It's the pitch. Bring your work colleagues together by tearing them apart with a hot dog debate.
I love it. I love it. And Judith, tell the people, all the people that are listening, the thousands, where they can find us.
Put it in my mouth pod.
That's on all socials.
Things.
We would love your support if you want to support our Patreon or buy our merch or just Venmo us money.
Yeah.
That helps us because we pay for this out of our pocket. Or if you want to sponsor
or if you want to buy us a sandwich.
Yes. We'll eat.
Or a sandwich tour.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Thanks for being here. I love you.
I love you
you.
too.
So much fun. We're going on the tour. Y'all, until next time, peace out. Go put that shit in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Bye.
What is I like it. What I like it.
Put It in My Mouth podcast is recorded in New York City at WTF Studios and hosted by Lala Zimsky and Judith Basich. It's produced by myself, Lala Zimsky, and entirely self-funded. So if you would like to support or sponsor an episode, please reach out to putitinmymouthpod@gmail.com. We would love to take your money. You can also support us on all socials across the board at putitinmymouthpod. Our intro and outro segments were created by Tyler Milliron. Our theme music was composed by Javier Dunn. Our editor is Saeem Asif. Please leave a review. It means the world to us and helps us get seen. Thanks for listening.